Have you ever had to manage people who complained again? And the key word here is again. And now, this is still not the first time they've complained. And I don't know how you deal with it, but when you resolve the problem and you think you've dealt with it, right? Now you're shocked that all of a sudden they're coming at you again. So here we are again, right? So now watch this incredible moment in the book of Exodus where they've already complained 3 days out of the wilderness. And so a little bit further down the road, they're going to complain again. And listen to what he says. This is Exodus chapter 16, verse 1. And they journeyed from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai on the 15th day of the second month after they departed out of Egypt. So remember now, this is them coming out of Egypt. They have already complained once, 3 days into their journey in chapter 15. Now in chapter 16, they are just, look what he said, the second month out of Egypt. 15th day of the second month. 2 months, 15 days. Watch this. It says, then the whole congregation of the children of Israel complained against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. And the children of Israel said to them, listen to these words, all that we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the pots of meat, and when we ate bread to the full, for you have brought us out into this wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger. Hunger, you're killing us all. You are killing us. You ever had this happen to you? You ever help people, and then they get to a certain age, and you fed these people for free. They lived in your house for free. You've clothed these people. You drove them to places that you didn't want to go. You did all of this for these people, and now they don't want to listen to you because they're grown now. They're 13, and you're like, you're a broke person with no place to live. You're homeless and don't know it. I mean, you ever thought this to yourself as a parent, right? You thought about it, right? You ever loaned somebody some money and they have absentee memory, can't remember? Not absentee ballot memory, can't remember. Well, this is the moment here. God's already helped them 3 days out of, Egypt. They complained about water in chapter 15, and now they're complaining. Okay, now they're complaining about food. Well, complaining again, I call it. What do you do when people complain again? You work with them. You don't let it get to you. This is a trap, you see. The trap is they're going to push Moses and Aaron, and I think it's interesting that they found the need to blame them. Now, if you're Moses and Aaron, you're really confused right now. You're really kind of like trying to figure out, are you talking to me? You were complaining about what I did, right? Risked my life, went to Egypt, could have been arrested because, I was on the run, and then I came back to help you people. And you came out with Red Sea. And, there's a long list of things that Moses could say. You remember the plagues, God delivered the plagues. You remember the blood on the doorpost? All the miracles they did, he could remember. He could remind them. And, in your life, he could remind you of when you had this, when you didn't have that, and when he brought you out of this, and you were sick, and you had this problem, and you were depressed, and he helped you to get through college, or he helped you get through a problem, or a bill, or a mess you created yourself, but he looked and saw you and helped you. He could remember all that. But it's amazing that if you're not careful, you have a record in heaven of complaining. So I wanted as a bell go off. Bing, bing, here they go again, complaining. I gave them this, but now they want that. They're never, ever happy people. Can you just think with me for a second? When are you going to stop this? When is it going to be like twice a week? This is the norm? One time I was praying, right? I had this really deep moment of spiritual prayer, and I was crying before God. And I remember it came to me just so clearly. Do you think I'm enjoying this? It was really amazing. I was in prayer, right? And I was feeling so spiritual. I was crying, and God, oh God, it's Spirit of God. And it came to me, I don't like this. This is not fun for me either. What are you saying, Ricky Temple? I'm saying wipe your eyes and trust your God. That's the bottom line. Wipe your eyes, trust your God, don't complain, go forward and fight. I'm done for today. Father, help us today. Help us to fight forward. Help us to not be lost in grief and sorrow, and help us not complain anymore. No more complaining today. in Jesus' name. I got to go. I always tell you, listen, get the Overcome by Faith Ministries app, because you can listen to this again and again, link it, send it to a friend, and you can also connect with us. We'd love to get to know you. Hey, listen, thank you for being with us. Stay sharp. See you next time right here on Sharpen. Bye-bye.